Thank you.
Did someone come in? Oh, I can see through the cracks a bit. You come to join me? One-person closet, I'm afraid. You can hang out as long as you want. I'll probably be in here a while, though. Air's nice this time of year. Oh, yeah. They're still wondering about those letters, huh? Heard about that. Yeah. Well, it sure is hard to catch criminals. As you know, actually, I looked it up. Not writing your name on a letter isn't a crime. That's why I didn't get back to you. Gosh, all the evidence is pointing straight to, yeah, it does seem like I'm the lead suspect in this case. I mean, it's probably me, but what if it's not? Dang, it's hard to think inside this closet. Well, if it really is me, I'd want to be the first to know. Say, you're the best investigator we have on the force. Maybe you can solve this case. As it so happens, we are exactly where we need to be for that to happen. My house. I'll bet you could build a criminal profile on me based on my stuff. Why don't you take a look around? You might even find the secret letter I was going to give you. But don't get your hopes up too high. I hid it pretty good. Just head over to the jukebox and turn on the investigation music when you're ready. I do it myself, but, you know, closet. Nice. Can't have an investigation without the investigation music. Describe to me what you see, and I'll try to help out your investigation. All I know how to cook is yellow soup and lemons. It ain't much, but it gets me through the day. Yeah, you just take 2 parts yellow, 4 red dots, and, I don't think I know how to share recipes. You should ask Owen or Mabel about that. Ah, one of my finest rock stacks. Note how each layer is perfectly balanced, and yet each rock supporting them is a different size and consistency. I like to think that this sculpture represents the idea that, no matter who you are, we all have a place where we can fit in and hold each other up, ideally surrounded by cool rocks. How could anyone with such a wholesome rock stack be responsible for something like nameless letter writing? Yeah, maybe it's a no-good lead. Darn, really thought we had something there. A bunch of exercise equipment. If the perpetrator has been lifting weights like this, they'd be too strong to write. They'd smash the pencil in their grip, or rip right through the paper when they tried to write. Not looking good for our investigation. Well, yeah, you might be right. Probably not really either of us to say, though. Better keep looking. That's Wilson. He's sleeping. Better not wake him up. Well, I guess if it's for the sake of the investigation, up to you. Looks like he's not talking, which makes sense. Wilson ain't no snitch. Couple boxes of rocks. Nothing to see here. Really? Don't you have hundreds of rocks in your storage boxes most of the time? I'm not judging. Obviously, I have plenty myself. You shouldn't feel bad about collecting things you like. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I think it's fine. Oh, these? Justice gave me these. He wants me to eat more meat for protein, but I'm more of a yellow soup and lemons guy. Oh, no, I'll give them away, or eat them. I haven't decided yet, but, you know, sky's the limit. Are we getting off track? Maybe we should get back to looking for clues. One of my quieter works. The little one on top I balanced there with a tweezer. The delicate serenity of it all makes me less worried when I ask it to do dishes, and it never does. Well, looks like we didn't find anything. Guess I'm not the one who sent those letters after all. That's a shame. I was really rooting for you to catch me, if it was me, which is still up for debate. Whew, do you mind turning on that fan? Sweating bullets here inside this closet. Did you read the part where I signed my name? Wow, if you didn't get it from my letter, I always thought you were super cool. To be your best friend, it would be an honor. In case you didn't see, I asked Justice. He said it's okay if I have two best friends. And Wilson, well, he's just not the jealous type. So things are kind of just gonna be great from now on, I think.
One of the cool things about rocks is that you can stack them. Every rock has a different shape, so every stack has a brand new feeling. I try to make one every afternoon. Catch you later.
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
howdy! Did you get Mion's letter? Never mind, it's a bit of a chore. Here, check out these puppies. All the photos from yesterday. Yep, I'd probably steer clear of that mailbox of yours for today. But, even if you didn't and someone did write you a letter telling you to hold up on the investigation, you'd ignore it, wouldn't ya? 'Cause we made a promise to get to the bottom of all this, didn't we? Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to take these here photographs to the folk we talked about yesterday and find out what all they know. I'd take care of it myself, but to be honest, I can't rightly stand listening to half the folk around here for more than about a minute and a half. So the responsibility therefore lands squarely on you and your lonesome. With all this here evidence and whatnot, everybody'll have no choice but to spill the beans about what they know. At least, I assume that's how it works. So, you ready? Yeehaw! Knew I could count on you. Once we clear Logan's name, we'll be heroes. Maybe they'll hold a parade for us. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I gotta get back to the ranch before my pa notices there ain't nobody keeping the yak mail company. Let's meet up at the Blue Moon once you've got the scoop.
waist, my tibia. My whole body aches. Might be time to cut back on the late night commissions. I passed out on the side of the road last night and now... Oh, no. I bet everyone saw me sleeping on the job. This is so embarrassing. Thanks for catching me. If not for you, I might have broken a bone or something. Maybe I should go to the doctor. Don't worry, this leg still works. Kinda. I can make it. To the clinic. Wait, no. No time for health concerns. I've got this commission here from Haiti that needs to be done ASAP. Well, off I go then. See you. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. Well, okay. It's just a normal bookcase. When you're finished, just take it over to Haiti for me. Now I have no excuse not to go see Dr. Ow! I bit my tongue. Okay. See ya.
The Open Architectural Competition has something, blah blah blah, chosen its winners.
Hey, down in front! If you must stand in the way, at least read out all the details. Is Heidi on there?
Slow down there, friendo. Reading is a process meant to be enjoyed, savored even. Anyway, as I was saying, something. The following architects stood out among the competition.
For the love of all that is texturized, will you just get on with it, man?
Fine, dude. I'll just look for... Oh, hey, here she is. Number 1, Heidi.
Oh my gosh. Heidi? At the very top of the list? And there she is. Look out, hot stuff coming through. Look, Heidi, you've won the first round of this competition, which means you've basically won the whole thing already. Congratulations. Let's celebrate. And prepare.
Howdy, folks.
You do have an outfit for the award ceremony, don't you? Of course you don't. Don't worry. I already have multiple options prepared for just such an occasion. And when you go up on stage to accept your award, first, thank the light, then your parents, then moi, your inspiration, and then really stick it to the haters. Everyone who told you you'd never be anybody. Look at me now. Look at you now. You know what I mean. Then quickly segue back into something positive, smile, thank the light again, and scene.
Yo, Heidi, check it out. Here it says, if you win, you get a bunch of money. Like a bunch. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do with the money, Heidi?
I don't know. It's not cash. It's money for a project.
Well, if you don't want it, can I have it?
Cheer up, girl. I've never seen someone so upset to win a competition they themselves signed up for.
You're right. I should be excited. Just... maybe the pressure is getting to me. I better go for a walk.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the curse of the perfectionist. Even winning isn't enough for our dearest Heidi. How tragic. Every ounce of beauty she pours into this tedious world of ours is a gasp of pain sighing out through her fingertips. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the vast reverence of it all.
So true. Yeah, I should probably go too. See ya. Oh, thank you.
Hello there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? That night? When Logan attacked the temple? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. I was just at home going through my inventory. I found out about all the commotion later, just like everyone else. Hello there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? Oh boy. It seems my secret supplier has been revealed. Yes. I told Mian that those recipes were company secrets, which was true. Only Haru and myself are privy to such knowledge. What? I was the only one left around here who knew how to make that stuff. I'm supposed to just give away my recipes like that? Come now, I've got to pay the bills too, you know? It's really so unpleasant what happened with Haru. Not only because I consider him a friend of mine, but also because of that great mind of his. He was always coming up with inventions and such. We had a really good deal. All the products he showed me how to make, I put up in my shop and we split the earnings. 50-50. I've even put aside what he'd be making. You know, if he ever comes back. Whatever would a bright and unassuming fellow be doing with a barbarian like Logan anyway? I say there must be blackmail involved. Haru would never turn against us on a dime like this. Well, friend, now that you know how to make the stuff, care to not spread it around too much? I think it's great that you're looking into things. Haru can't be the villain they're making him out to be. He just can't be. I wish you luck in your investigations. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Fox.
Oh, hi! You're looking kind of serious. Is everything okay? Oh, gosh. You want to know about that night? Well, let me think. Everything is a bit fuzzy for me. I was taking the late shift, helping out with patrols, making sure nobody snuck in to see old Howlett, who was being quarantined.
The future of our
It was a
world
stressful
depends
time
on
for all of us, but obviously Logan was affected the most. Sure enough, he showed up and the last thing I remember is me politely explaining to him that going into the temple right then was against the rules.
where there is
Then everything
darkness,
went black. When I woke
all
up,
know.
everybody helped me to my feet and wanted to know what happened, but I didn't really see anything. It's all very sad. I can't help but think if Logan hadn't acted so irrationally, perhaps his father would still be. Some things are best not to dwell on. What happened happened. No one wanted it to be this way. Blaming anyone won't bring him back. I think the sooner Logan accepts that and takes responsibility for what he did, well, perhaps the sooner we can have him back in the flock. Maybe the reason no one's talked about this much since you've been here is we're all really sad about the way things turned out. Maybe some people also fear that it's something they did that drove Logan down this path. Logan will come back to the light one day. I'm sure of it. Just make sure to stay safe out there. And remember, we're all in this together, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
Like me to do.
Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Well, of course, I was there at the scene of it all, as were most of us. I came out after the explosion, but by the time I knew what was going on, Logan was long gone. Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Goodness, now wherever did you find this? You know, you don't need to be sneaking around, acting all suspicious if all you're after is information. Yes, this makes sense. Although I must admit, this shows a level of organization from Logan I can't say I was aware he might be capable of. No doubt you started to put things together since your arrival, but perhaps you'd best hear the tale in its entirety to dispel any misconceptions you might have about the whole ordeal. Not too long before you started living in Sandrock, a great tragedy struck this town. Howlett, the monster hunter, and his son Logan, with whom you are already quite familiar with, ran into some trouble. Howlett, when diving in some ruins, explicitly blocked off by the Civil Corps due to an abundance of unknown and dangerous substances. Sure enough, he became contaminated with something bizarre. Logan reacted rather wildly after Pastor Miguel quarantined his father inside the temple and refused to let Logan come in contact with him due to fears of contamination. He couldn't believe his father would be so careless as to come in contact with dangerous Age of Corruption concoctions. One night during the quarantine, Logan attacked the temple with bombs. I assume it was to free his father from the quarantine, but whatever the case, Logan botched the operation and parts of the temple collapsed. Us church folk were all outside, but Logan's father was still in there where we'd left him, and when we found him down there, he was already gone. Logan blamed us church folk for what happened, and now he seems bent on some kind of revenge. And he'd sooner take down the whole town if it means getting to us, I reckon. I appreciate your concern on the matter, but I fear there's not much we can do but trust in the acumen of our Civil Corps to bring Logan to justice. Without hurting him too much, I hope. Try not to get discouraged. There are brighter days ahead, I'm sure of it.
Rebuild the natural world.
We must never give up hope.
How do you guys justify using guns again?
We need to respect nature.
How do you guys justify using guns again?
Oh, thank you.
Wish more people were around to hear that.
Thanks a lot.
Now, peace. We'd all be singing the blues. Hey there. Hope the pressure's not getting to you too much. You're trying to find out more information about Logan, huh? Well, ain't that cute? I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that. Huh? So what if I did? What was I supposed to do? His mind was made up. If he had half of mine left at all. I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that. What?
Relics.
Yeah, I made this equipment. So what? I can't hardly be held responsible for everything that moves in and out of my shop now, can I? What are you implying, huh? You got a lot of nerve. Look, I was close with Howlett and Logan as well. What happened to that man was a gosh dang travesty. But that's just the way things are out here sometimes. All it takes is one slip up, and you're gone. I always considered myself to be like an uncle to Logan. I would have taken him in. I guess he didn't see it that way. I worry about what Logan might do. And I worry about how the more things escalate, the less likely I'm ever gonna see that pup I used to know ever again. There ain't gonna be an amicable settlement at the end of all this. So don't over-involve yourself. Be seeing ya.
To destruction. There are no winners. Where there is chaos, we bring serenity.
See ya.
Hello. Nice to meet ya. Hi.
Peace does not mean inaction.
Hey, tell that to
You're
do.
handling the main tank and such for the water tower, huh? Ian just got me rebuilding pipes in the pump. I'm jealous.
The future of our world depends
Hey.
on us.
Tell that to Duvos.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, are you okay?
Wish more people were around to hear that.
He told me right before the incident everything would be okay.
Spread the good
Bye.
word, folks.
Oh, this. I never should have drew this. If I knew what was going to happen, I never would have. We used to go on lots of adventures.
The answer is
Then Logan changed.
not hate.
He didn't care about me, or my mom, or anybody. My mom said if things get better, we were going to rebuild a school in Sandrock. But things got worse because of Logan. Now I'm the only kid in
Tell
town.
that to Duvos.
Sometimes we have to fight for what's right.
Hello.
Without Peach, we'd all be singing the blues.
Peace does not mean
thank you.
inaction.
Hello?
Hey, tell that to Duvos.
Thanks, it's
Where there is loss, we bring hope.
No answer? No? Hey! Who's that?
The new builder. Take it back.
Hey there! How you holding up? Yeah, not that night. But he came into the saloon that day with Haru, and they were acting real strange, buying up a lot of supplies. It was later that I heard that they blew up the temple in an attempt to get Howlett out, and the old man died in the blast. Frankly, even if Logan did manage to get Howlett out of quarantine, it would have endangered us all with the disease. Real sad story. Other than that, though, I'm afraid I don't know much of anything. Hey there! How you Wow. Where'd you dig up an old relic like that? Yep, that's me in the background. But I can't say I remember too much about this day. Oh, people were always getting married in the blue moon back then. Logan's ma. What was she like? I can barely remember her face if not for this photo. She skipped town not too long after Logan was born. Shocked everyone with that move. Hardly worth mentioning Logan's old man. Howlett took it the hardest. But you'd never have guessed it from this photo. Looks like a match made in heaven. When Howlett came back with the disease and was put in quarantine by the church, Logan really lost it. he started shouting for them to release his paw outside the temple door. Understandable. Howlett was all he had his whole life. Well, that's not completely true. I considered Logan a friend once. I really just hope he sees through all this madness and turns himself in. Then maybe the healing can begin. So you're trying to find out more about Logan, huh? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's all pretty weird. Never heard of a decent fella going bad so quick like that. My hope through all of this is that nobody else gets hurt. Well, good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today? Aha! Trying to track down that dastardly Logan, are you? Good on you, Skinny. If you do find out where he is, why not tell me first? Skip the civil corps. Skip the paperwork, you know. Make sure Logan gets some real justice. No? I thought we were doing extrajudicial stuff already. It's not such a stretch from what you're doing now. Fine. What do I know? Let me think. The night Logan attacked our temple, I was at home pumping iron. Yes, I believe I was trying to perfect a 300-kilogram clean and press with one finger. But my darn palmar interosseous muscle was acting up. As soon as I heard the explosion, I rushed out of my room to see Burgess knocked out. That's something I see all the time, but what really caught my attention was the exploded temple. I managed to catch a glimpse of Logan riding away with someone, but they were too far gone for me to pursue. Maybe it really is time for me to get a loyal steed to call my own. Nah, I'll just keep training to run faster. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to my story as much as I enjoyed telling it. Say, Skinny Arms, you're a good listener. I'll have to tell you stories more often. Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today? What's that? Making bombs now, are we? Haha, finally! You're getting into building cool stuff. I meant to say something to you about all those lame screws and boards and, Oh, I see. Yes, now that you mention it, I believe I have seen these kinds of bombs before. Yes. It's coming back to me. That foul Logan's paramount compatriot used those kinds of bombs as his weapons of choice. A bit cowardly, if you ask me. If you don't have the guts to look someone in the eye as you punch them in the teeth, well, In my book, you shouldn't be fighting at all. Furthermore, these puny things would hardly scathe a indomitable chevalier such as myself. Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the... No more questions, I agree. There's a very good chance there's something around here that could aid in Logan's apprehension. Do let me know if you come up with anything good. Skinny Arms!
You're looking into the Logan incident, eh? Dreadful stuff. Quite displeased to see things turn out the way they did. Not to mention the fallout since. But it can't be helped. To be blunt, if Howlett had stayed out of the ruins we all know are too dangerous to explore, he'd still be alive. Yes, I made the decision to put Howlett under quarantine. Yes, it did enrage Logan and drive him to madness, but I did what was best for the town, and I'd do it again if I had to. It's not a pleasant tale, just like the state of our world, unfortunately. Thanks.
Oh, shucks. Did I hit you with that? I'm sorry. I was gonna pick it up, too. Honest. Hey, just, feels a little better to crumple 'em up and toss 'em, you know? Oh, yeah, peachy keen. I always celebrate my wins by scribbling wildly into my notebook. Alright. Yeah, I guess I am a bit nerve-wracked. Okay, so here's the condensed version of the conundrum. So I see this notice go out. Architecture competition. I check the grant money. It's a lot. Hosted by the Vincent Design Institute, and I think I know exactly what those prudes are into. I bet I can win this thing. And you know, in Sandrock, we're always hurting for funds, so I went for it. I used everything in my arsenal to churn out some fancy-looking nonsense I knew they would go bananas for. Well, yeah, not like I was hurting anybody. On the contrary, in fact. That's not what I'm upset about anyway. What's got me stressed out is, well, guess who's the main judge for the competition? Master Verna! I thought she'd be too busy to oversee something like this. So, I was excited. But, well, sure enough, no sooner than I see my name in the paper, I take a peek in my mailbox. And here, have a look for yourself. I thought we'd made peace with me coming home, but now she's clamoring to bring me back and, she's just so pushy, you know? I feel like me being in this competition, it's like I'm proving her right somehow. With all this hanging over me, I can't concentrate. Couldn't win this thing even if I wanted to. And should I even keep catering to her like this? Nice to know you got my back. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, getting the spotlight like this is even better than getting the prize. Everyone's going to see my design. Could attract interested parties to invest in something I actually want to have built. That settles it then. I'm going all in on my own design. Something we really need in Sandrock. That'll send a message. And who knows? Maybe some of the other judges will even get behind me. I mean, my sand protection tech is nothing to shake a stick at. All right. I've got a vision now. One quick lap around town to get the juices flowing, and I'll get cracking. Thanks. Talking it out with you really helped. Well, sure. I think that'd be mighty helpful. In fact, let's walk around and see if we can come up with an idea that'll blow their socks off. Well, this is where it all started. I reckon I used to sit around here and draw these buildings again and again and again. I'd give them upgrades, of course. I'd always draw a giant fan on the blue moon to blow sandstorms away. Of course, I had to stop once it got dark. That is if my ma hadn't come looking for me already. She'd help me finish my drawing if I hadn't. Then we'd go home. Can't help but be a bit nostalgic for those times. Happy family, not a care in the world. Hey, That reminds me. Me and my ma used to draw little murals on the sides of mountains. There's one not that far from town. I haven't been down that way in a panbat's age. Come on, let's go find it. I want to show you. How did I almost forget about this? How did I almost forget about this? Hey, how many years has it been since I last went? Hope it's still there. Oh, I guess last time I went was before Atara. Oh, I guess last time I went was before Atara. Wasn't it right here? Ah, shoot. I know it's close. Let's spread out. Aha! There it is. Thanks. First thought, I'm lucky to have had a supportive family to stop me from giving up on my drawings. Well, I did a passable job of drawing my ma. That's her, all right. Her and my pa were sweethearts, even when they were in school. Did I ever tell you about them? Ah, yeah. They were like straight out of an old romance novel. It was actually my ma that made the first move. But my pa didn't want to mess up what they had, so he said no. And then almost immediately regretted it and went chasing after her. So they started on equal footing. Kinda nice. Well, of course, you want to be sure you can rely on someone. Be sure you really like someone before, you know. I mean, well, it's happened before is all I'm saying. Say, what were we talking about just now? Was it the competition? Hey, you know what? It's because my parents encouraged me that I'm even in this competition in the first place. Why was I ever even deliberating over this? Here, let me show you some of what I've been kicking around. In fact, I think I've got a little something extra now that'll really top it off. Check it out! It's a school! This external part here is kind of like the mural, hugging the interior. The sand will roll right off the roof. A place like this will be nice and sturdy for generations to come. Oh well, I don't know about perfect, but it's pretty good. You know, for a second there, it felt like she was here again. She always knew what to say when I was getting discouraged. And hey, I think you deserve some credit too. If you hadn't stepped in, I'd still be back littering at the Oasis. They're joking. I never litter, and no one should. Anyway, thanks. You're the best. I better get back to my office to finish this off while I'm still in the zone. Thanks. That's really nice.
Oh, hey there. Here for the ceremony, huh? Well, this is it. I paid an arm and a leg getting advertising all the way out to Atara. And this is the turnout. Logan, why couldn't he have blown up the water tower next week? Or better yet, not at all? Well, on the bright side, since there's no one here, there's no one to see how miserable of a failure this is. Thanks for coming out to show your support. I'm sure you've still got plenty to do after the attack. It means a lot. This ain't the end of the world, though. Maybe once the Civil Corps finally catch that no-good-nick, I'll paint the sleds a different color and rebrand the whole thing or something. I even had this gift specially picked out for my first customer, and I guess my first customer is you now, huh? I guess technically Burgess was here first, but his beliefs wouldn't allow him to accept a relic. Here you go. Oh, speaking of Burgess, he wanted to talk to you. He feels responsible for getting the ball rolling on this thing, I guess. I mean, this is nobody's fault but Logan's, but I couldn't convince him otherwise. Catch you later. We'll get him next time. Oh, thank you.
Hey there. Gosh, real shame about all this. It seems like this whole entertainment thing blew up in our faces, and it's all my fault. If I just hadn't bothered with that darn survey. Well, I suppose one could blame Logan, as his antics did scare everyone away from the ceremony, but oh shucks, let's call it 50-50. What's more, I realized that my survey, which was intended to support the need for giving people in town a rest, actually ended up putting you builders back to work. Well, I'm real sorry that things turned out like this. Foresight is not your strong suit. Miguel always says that about me. If it means anything, I did want to tell you that I think you did a really great job on the sand sled thing, even if nobody showed up. All the stuff you've been doing for Sandrock, well, a lot of people appreciate it. We're all rooting for you. So, I saved up some money and got you a week-long pass to ride on Katori's sand sled game as many times as you want. I got one for Mian, too, since you guys have been working so hard lately. Well, have fun. Be careful, those sleds can get real speedy.
You did what?
I did what I had to do.
What you did was impulsive. And you put our friend in danger. I was coming up with a plan.
Alright, I reckon when you put it that way, I did what I had to do in order to get things done in a time frame that I could find satisfactory. Which is basically the same thing. Look, here they are now. Everything went fine, right? Well, you didn't get in trouble, did ya?
Regardless, Elsie, you pushed our friend to do something out of their comfort zone. I think you owe the builder an apology.
Aw, shucks. I'm sorry. Sorry you're such a weenie.
Well, if you're safe, I guess there's no point in getting hung up on what's already happened. Can you guys just promise me that you'll be more careful in the future?
Ain't y'all ever heard of all's well that ends well? Fortune favors the bold. Stupid is as stupid does. I thought y'all were into book learning. Oh, alright, fine. We promise. With that being said, spill the beans! What'd you find out?
I see.
Wow! So, what does it all mean?
I have no idea.
What? Come on, you said talking to everyone would help us solve the case.
Elsie, could really do with a little less backseat detectiving right now.
I'm sorry, I'm just all riled up.
I think the best thing we can do for now is just wait until we have something else to go on. Thanks for doing all you did. Your summary on what you learned today was incisive and insightful.
Yeah, you went out there and hit the streets like a real hard-boiled bad egg. In fact, that gives me an idea. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give you a surprise. No, not one of thems. A real surprise. You just better ready. I'm off.
Might want to double check your windows are locked tonight. Nothing more for us to do now. Better just get back to it. See ya! Take it easy.
Hello. Thanks. That's really...
Howdy there. Rise and shine? Ready for your surprise? I just wanted to say, even though we didn't find much poking around Logan's old homestead, well, you believed when almost no one else did. So, thanks, partner. But kind words ain't worth gills on a cat, so I did you one better and brought you this here baby Yakmel. His name is Doodles, but I reckon you could name him something else if you wanted, 'cause he ain't quite learned it yet. With Doodles, you could get started with your very own ranch. Hear that, Doodles? You found a new and loving home. Hooray! Yeehaw! Oh, but shucks. You ain't got a barn, do ya? You can't take care of any animals if you don't have a barn. Maybe you'd like for me to explain a thing or two about raising animals? If you want to raise small animals, you gotta come over to my ranch shop and choose what you like, either a calf or a chicken. Once you done bought it, it'll be delivered right away. But wait, you ain't built a barn yet? You know, different animals need all sorts of different places to live. Rabbits like a hutch, Yakmel need a barn. You gotta have the right home for 'em if you want 'em to live with ya. If there's no barn, your Yakmel ain't gonna wanna come live with ya. Just go see Haiti and get her to fix you up. You know, it was her construction junction that helped us build our stables. Oh, and when you get your little animals running about at home, remember to feed them their favorite food and play with them. If they're in a good mood, they'll grow up so quick and healthy. Well, I reckon that about sums it up. I better be getting gone. I'm sure you and Doodles are gonna be right as rain, and I just know you're gonna take real good care of him. Or else. So long, partner. Thanks for all your help. Howdy! Wow, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.